Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. I'm your host, K-Mac, back once again in the saddle, episode number 114, or episode 2 of the new season, which I think it's season 4? 23, 24, 25, 26, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, season 4, episode 2. It's been about a month since we've done a podcast, and I figure why not now? The schedule came out quite a while ago. OTAs and minicamp have started. So let's do it. Some updates since the last time we did a show. Nick Herbig signed an extension for 4 years, $100 million. Darnell Washington also signed a deal. I don't remember the financial details of that one, or the numbers, but yeah, we signed Darnell Washington, Nick Herbig, and hopefully by the season, we signed JPJ because we need to lock him down as well. So let's get right into the schedule. It's a little windy, so if I need to talk louder, I will. But let's open up week 1 versus Atlanta. Pittsburgh at home, first home opener since the 2023 season. In which we got throttled by the San Francisco 49ers. Looking at a 1 o'clock game, Atlanta. I'm going to deep dive. I'm not going to deep dive, but I'm definitely going to talk about each game, my opinions, thoughts, analysis. Atlanta was a decent team last year. Michael Penix Jr. is their quarterback. He got hurt. And I think Kirk Cousins ended up playing some games. Bijan Robinson's a pretty good running back. We played them a few years ago, actually, 2024, we played at Atlanta. Won a close game there, 18-16 via 6 Chris Boswell field goals. I think we win this game. I don't really care if it's Michael Penix Jr. or Tua Tagovailoa, whatever how you say his last name. They're both lefties. And I mean, they're both injury prone, so hopefully they're there. Drake London doesn't really scare me. Kyle Pitts, Their defense doesn't really scare me either. Pending a stupid Pittsburgh collapse, a game where we beat ourselves. I think we handled the Falcons probably 24-10, 24-14. I think we win that game. Week 2 at New England, a rematch of last year's game. We played them last year, week 3 at New England, same venue. Beat them by, a touchdown, 21-14, or it was a really low-scoring game. A game in which we had 5 takeaways, and we barely scrapped by, so I think this one's probably going to be something similar. Patriots obviously went to the Super Bowl last year, whether we want to call it a watered-down AFC or not. Drake May was in the running for MVP. This one's a toss-up. I think that this one could go either way, but I'll say just for not being biased, I think we lose a close game. The Patriots got A.J. Brown. I don't really remember who they drafted, but I know Mike Vrabel's under some heat for some kind of alimony allegations with some other celebrity or something. I don't know. None of that shit matters. I'm not sure how this team's going to look under Mike McCarthy. Offensive-oriented squad. Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, Rico Dowdle, DK, Michael Pittman, Muth, Washington, Jeremy Bernard. We'll see what this team's about. But I think that we lose a close game here at New England. Week 1 o'clock game, by the way, too. Same with Atlanta. Week 3, we're going back home in Pittsburgh to play the Cincinnati Bengals, a 1 p.m. Sunday game. Hopefully Joe Burrow's there. Catch him early in the season. And we haven't played Joe Burrow in a couple years. Not since the end of that 2023 season where they beat us in Week 18. It was a Sunday. Actually, I think it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday night game, if I'm not mistaken. And we haven't played Burrow since. We played Jake Browning and Flacco. Yeah, so the Bengals don't really scare me, honestly. Their defense sucks. I don't really care what acquisitions they made. They lost Trey Hendrickson. They get Dexter Lawrence. That's kind of a wash to me. I mean, I'd actually prefer to have an edge rusher, because with D tackles, you can kind of scheme them out of the game, you know, just how you can double team them. And obviously that creates advantage for other players, but I'm not really too worried about the Bengals offensively. I know they got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, but we got JPJ, Jamel Dean, Asante Samuel Jr., Deshaun Elliott, Jalen Ramsey. Like, I know we got guys, and again, I'm not really sure how this defense is going to play either, because it's a whole new regime. Patrick Graham, former Patriots, Raiders D coordinator. So I think we win this game, and yeah, I think we win this one, get us to 2-1, and then let's at the first quarter of the season, we finish up at Cleveland for a Thursday night game. This is going to be a loss. I hate to say it, but we haven't beaten the Browns in Cleveland since 2021, which was Ben's last year. I mean, every time we go there, some bad stuff just happens. And I know they traded Myles Garrett for Jared Verse. I mean, that's an absolute L for Cleveland. I mean, they got a first-round pick, next year's second and next year's third, or something like that. I mean, so the Rams are going to be a good team this year. I don't think anybody doubts that. So you're looking at an end of the first-round pick for what is supposedly the best, you know, the best player, defensive player in the game, pound for pound. And you get a decent defensive end. Jared Verse is solid, but I mean, he'll never come close to Myles Garrett. Let's be honest. He's solid, but you get him in a first rounder and a second, a third. I mean, and you just paid this guy all that money. Absolute L by Cleveland. I mean, their franchise is just, it's, you know, I thought they had a good draft. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they had a good draft. They got some receivers, supposedly. And Casey Concepcion and then some other bigger receiver in the second round. Again, this is a game we should win, but we're not going to win it, because every time we go play Cleveland at Cleveland, some dumb bull crap happens, and we're the road team with the short week, and I think that Bengals game will be tough. So hopefully we split here. Hopefully we win both games, but I don't think we will, and I think for the first 4 games, we'll be 2-2 to the first 4 of the season. Week 5, we head back home for a 1 o'clock game versus the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones played pretty good last year, and then he got hurt, and then the Colts kind of just sizzled away. They were one of the best teams. We played them up until that point, and then once we beat them, they kind of just went away. And Jonathan Taylor's a pretty good running back. They got Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, so they got some decent players, I don't remember their coach, but their coach always beats us. I can't remember his name. Yeah, he's had our number over the past couple of years. Last year, though, our defense came to play and, you know, shut down Taylor, made Daniel Jones' life pretty miserable. So I think we win this game. I think it's probably close. I mean, I know the Colts are usually a pretty decent team, so I feel like this could be a toss-up, but I'll give us a win here and have us going 3-2. Week number 6, we're going to go to Tampa Bay to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a place we don't really play too often. Man, I think the last time we played at Tampa Bay was that Monday night game where Vance McDonald stiff-armed that safety and just threw him into the dark dimensions. I think that was I want to say that was a Monday night game where Ryan Fitzpatrick and, you know, Fitzmagic and all that was going on. I think that's when that was, man. Was that 2018? Wow. 8 years. Wow, we don't really play Tampa Bay too often. Sounds like Baker Mayfield wants a contract extension, so he's going to hold out. Please there. They lose Mike Evans to the San Francisco 49ers. I know they still got Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka. And when they're a healthy team, they're pretty solid. Bucky Irving's a good running back too. So this one's a toss-up. And but Todd Bowles is I think he's a good coach. I think he's a good defensive-minded coach. But I think we win this game. We played Baker before. We're familiar with him. He's familiar with us. And it's going to be hot. You know, it's in Florida. I think we win this game, honestly. I don't, Tampa Bay's good, but they don't really scare me. And I have us at 4-2. Week 7, we go to Paris, France, and play the New Orleans Saints. It's going to be a 9:30 a.m. game here, Eastern time at least, on a Sunday early morning. Our last international game was last year. We played the Vikings in Ireland. This time we're going to Paris, France. So I was actually going to go to this Saints-Steelers game. It was supposed to be in New Orleans, but unfortunately got flexed to this travel baloney. So the Saints, Tyler Shooks, I thought he came on strong in the second half of the year. Alvin Kamara, Travis Etienne. Chris Olave is good when he's healthy. They took that receiver early in the draft. So this is also kind of a toss-up, but the Saints defensively, I don't really think they scare me. I'm not really nervous about their defense. I think they win this game. I know it's international. That kind of makes things weird. But I think we win 3 straight here. And honestly, at this point, I got us at 5-2. 5-2. Week 8, we're going back home to play the Cleveland Browns. And we're not going to get swept by Cleveland. That's not happening. I don't see that happening at all. So I think that whether it's Shedeur Sanders, which I assume is going to be their starter unless Deshaun Watson comes out strong. I mean, I don't really see that. Who knows? Who knows? Cleveland, they do interesting things. So it could be Deshaun Watson. It could be Shedeur Sanders, but I know we're not getting swept by the Browns, and they don't really beat us at home ever. So I think we split here with Cleveland, and give me 4 straight wins. Honestly, give me 4 straight wins here, heading into the bye week at 6-2. So quarter 1 of the year, we go 2-2. Quarter 2 of the year, we go 4-0, because I don't really. I mean, some of these games are toss-ups, obviously, but the Colts and the Buccaneers, they don't really scare me. They really don't. Obviously, it's the NFL, so a lot of games are toss-ups, and you could lose any Sunday. But through the first 8 weeks, I have us sitting at 6-2. So week 9's our bye week. That's a good bye week. I like that. That's right there in the middle before we honestly get into a pretty tough stretch here. Really a tough stretch here when you think about it. Yeah, this is where the schedule really gets daunting. So let's get right into it then. So week 10. So through the first 8 games, a lot of 1 o'clock games. 1 8:15 Thursday night game. And obviously a 9:30 a.m. Saints international game. So week 10, man, we start off here at the Bengals, 8:20 p.m. Personally, I think if Burrow is there, which hopefully he is, I think they get us this time. At Cincinnati's not going to be easy. I think we probably split here with the Bengals. So give me an L here. That has us at 6-3. Week 11, we're going to Eastern Pennsylvania for a battle of the state. At Philadelphia, 4:25 p.m. We never beat Philadelphia in Philly. I mean, we haven't beaten them there in like 60 years or something insane. And Philadelphia, I expect to be a solid team in the NFC. They traded A.J. Brown, got some draft capital for him. They stole Mekhi Lemon from us. Devontae Smith is a pretty good receiver. Dallas Goedert. They got the John Mackey Award winner at tight end in the draft. Saquon Barkley, you know, I know he didn't have exactly a great year last year. Probably a down year in his standards. But he's still a good running back. And Philadelphia got rid of their fucking offensive coordinator who was trash. I mean, just a bum. So I think they'll be good this year. And I think we lose 2 straight here. So give me 6-4. 6-4. All right, here comes another tough game. Black Friday game, 3 p.m. In Pittsburgh versus the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix should be healthy. I expect him to be healthy. I know he got hurt during that conference, actually the divisional game against Buffalo. And Denver's going to be tough, man. Their defense is pretty solid. They won a lot of games last year. Was that a fluke? Kind of like similar to the Patriots. Was that a one-year wonder, or are they actually about it? I think Denver's actually about it. Dating back 2 years, they should have made the playoffs. Actually, they did. They did make the playoffs. Yeah, so 2 years ago, they came on strong during the second half of Bo's rookie year. They lose to Buffalo in the first round. Then last year, they probably would have went to the Super Bowl if Bo Nix didn't get hurt. Let's be honest. They lost, what, 10-13? So I think they probably would have won that game if Bo Nix is healthy. So we play both of the AFC representatives in that conference championship game. Denver's offense, they traded for Jalen Waddle. They got Cortland Sutton. They have a pretty decent running game. Sean Payton's a good OC. I think he's a good offensive guy. But I don't know if we lose 3 straight here. I think we win this game. So give me a win here versus the Broncos. And at that point, we are sitting at 7-4. 7-4. Sunday Night Football. Another primetime game. Week 13 at home versus the Houston Texans. A rematch of last year when they beat us in the wild card playoff game. And this one's tough, man. I don't know. Their defense is good. CJ Stroud, really, I don't think he's really played that good since his rookie year. This one's a toss-up to me. Houston's got a good defense, man. I mean, Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson. They got some good cornerbacks. DeMeco Ryans, I think he's a good coach. I don't really know who the running back is, though. Woody Marks or Chubb. Joe Mixon, I'm not sure if he's going to play. Nico Collins is pretty solid. I think we can win this. This is a toss-up. But I say we lose this game. Give me Texans getting the win here, and we'll be at 7-5 through week 13. And now we head to at Jacksonville for a Monday Night Football game. Man, we haven't played the Jaguars. At Jacksonville? I don't think we played at Jacksonville since... Man, has it been 8 years? I know they played us a couple years ago in 23 when Kenny Pickett got hurt. It was a rainy, nasty game. Yeah, I don't think we played at Jacksonville in a long time. And Jacksonville, obviously a playoff team. This will be our fourth game straight against a playoff team. Trevor Lawrence, pretty decent. They lose their running back. I know they have another one. Brian Thomas Jr. was a good rookie last year. He kind of slipped. Travis Hunter missed basically all of last year. He'll be back. I'll be curious to see how they utilize him. But I think we win this game. I think this would be a tough game to win. You know, I think we'll pull this one out. Give me 8-5. 8-5 after playing the Jaguars. I think that I think this is a winnable game. It's prime time. Hopefully Rodgers is still there. I know he'll probably miss a game or two. So that means one of the young bucks will have to step up unless Mason Rudolph is QB2, but not sure. We'll see how that goes, especially we'll see how that goes really during preseason. I think that'll really kind of sort out some things there. But week 15, back home for a 1 o'clock matchup in December. I think this is our first December game, and it's versus the Baltimore Ravens. We're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game if Lamar's there. You know, hopefully he is, but I mean, him and Burrow, dude, they're always hurt. So it's like, I hope he's there. Should be there. The Ravens obviously lose John Harbaugh. He goes to the Giants. Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers, steps in. Former Michigan defensive coordinator. I think he'll get the Ravens defensive the defense back on track. I mean, their defense last year was all that hype, and they sucked. I mean, Kyle Hamilton, Jair Alexander, and Marlon Humphrey, and they added Trey Hendrickson. So they should be better this year, but we just own the Ravens. So I mean, we're gonna win this game. I don't doubt that. So give me 9-5. Give me 9-5. Week 16, we're at home again versus the Carolina Panthers for 1. Actually, this game is to be decided. So this could be a 4 o'clock game if the Panthers are actually viable this year, kind of like last year. I think this could be a 4 o'clock game or a 4:30 game. Panthers made the playoffs last year. They actually won that division, that sorry division, the NFC South. So I thought Bryce Young honestly played pretty good last year. They got Ted McMillan at receiver. They lose Rico Dowdle to us, so they got Chuba Hubbard. Defensively, I know they got J.C. Horn, and I'm not sure who else they really have, but Carolina doesn't scare me. It's in December. It's in Pittsburgh. I think we win 2 straight here and give me 10-5. 10-5. All right. At Tennessee, Week 17, a 1 p.m. game. This is going to shock everybody, but honestly, I think we lose this game. I know the Titans weren't very good, but I think we got to be realistic here. And, yeah, I think we lose this game. It's the NFL. I think we'll be looking ahead to that Ravens game. And, you know, we lost last year, the second to last week of the year against the Browns. Nobody saw that coming. So, Tennessee, they're not a good team, but NFL, dude, anything can happen. And I think we'll be looking ahead of that Baltimore game, which I don't like. So that'll have us at what, like 10-6? 10-6? Yeah, 10-6, I want to say. And Week 18 at Baltimore. I'm assuming this will be for the division. This is going to be Aaron Rodgers' last game in the regular season. This is last year. And I think we get it done. I think we sweep the Ravens again. So give me final win-loss record. I had the Steelers sitting at 11-6. Toss-up games to me. Patriots, toss-up. Tampa Bay's a toss-up. Denver's a toss-up. Houston's a toss-up. And one of those Baltimore games is a toss-up. I know we'll beat them at least once, though. So give me the Steelers. My official prediction this year, 11-6. I like the additions we made. Defensively, Jaquan Brisker, getting Deshaun Elliott back. Jamel Dean. I know we didn't really draft anybody on defense. We didn't really need to. You know, year 2 of some young players.
Total 1 mile. 25 minutes, 49 seconds.
You know,
steps 2,388 steps.
Derek Harmon in year 2. I'll be curious to see how he looks. Jack Sawyer in year 2. Yaha Black in year 2. We also drafted our highest defensive drafted player was Jalen Everett, I think his name is. I'll be curious to see how he kind of fits into the fold. Asante Samuel Jr. I know TJ Watt's getting older. Cam Hayward's getting older. We have some older players for sure, but then you have young guys. Nick Herbig, I think, should see a nice role this year. I hope so. Alex Highsmith is still there. JPJ. So, still got some good players there. And then offensively speaking, you add Michael Pittman Jr. Jeremy Bernard should be a good slot receiver. Hopefully, if not him, Roman Wilson steps up. I mean, it's about time. It's been 3 years. And I think, honestly, having Mike McCarthy is going to help this offense. Rodgers and him are familiar. Adding Rico Dowdle, him and Jalen Warren, I think will be a solid 1-2 kind of punch. And if Rodgers, I'm sure he'll miss a game or two. I think one of the young bucks can step in and hopefully manage it, And Muth, Mount Washington, should be a good duo. I'm not saying these players are all great, but, I mean, there's talent there. The players are there. We've won 10 games. We've been to the playoffs. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2020, 2021. So, out of like the 6 past years, we made the playoffs 5 years. So, to me, there's no reason why, with the additions this team made, Mike McCarthy actually having an innovative offense, there's no reason I can't see us winning 11, 10 games again. So, give me 11 wins here, and we'll probably win the division. If not, we'll be a wild card team. I don't know how the rest of the AFC is going to be, but I give us a solid chance this year. And I think Rodgers still has enough left in the tank to give us another solid year. I think he threw, 24 touchdowns, 8 picks. And I know he doesn't want to leave his legacy on that Texans game, which that was a shit show. So I think I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Episode 114 of the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. You guys have a great Saturday. I'm out of here. It's a gorgeous day out. Getting some sun, having some fun. And share the podcast. Leave a comment, review. What do you guys think the Steelers' schedule is record is going to be? Let me know. Peace.